still into music, featured in this book that comes out about women at Factory Records, which I mean, I'm pretty amazed and honored to be in there, since I was only at Factory for like 2 years, and you know, I did production there. I was head of the international department, just me. I was the head, so that was pretty cool. You know, it was at the end. You know, it was past all the big, big Joy Division, New Order, and all that. It was way past all that. But still, I'm pretty honored to be in the same pages as Gillian from New Order and other people. And it's an interesting book because it's only the voices of the women. So basically, Audrey Golden, she's the author. In the beginning she was approaching a lot of people. She approached me, and I was kind of suspicious, but people want to make a name through a book, and I thought, she's only working on her next book already. But then I felt that she really wanted to hear our voices, and so I talked to several friends and saying, this could be good, I think. And they were like, well, what did I mean? I was only a receptionist, or I was only this or that. Saying, well, all of us were only this. So let's just talk about it. Let's just be in the book, and otherwise nobody's gonna hear us. Why not get in there? And it's sweet. I still have to read through it. Of course, I just checked all my quotes to see if there were, whatever I said, because she was it was a while ago when she interviewed everyone, so you don't remember what you actually said. But it's a cool book. It has pictures of of DJs at the hacienda, of promo people. Just everyone's in the book. There's quite a few that I know are not in the book, so it just shows you how many actually worked, how many women were actually involved at Factory Records. They started, I think, 1977, 78, maybe, also in Manchester. And it's like anything. Bands want to record stuff. Who will record them? They need someone to actually, put things together. Who can do promotion for them? Now it's more, everyone can do it themselves. But still, it's nice to have someone who funds it, because the money now, okay, you can just put it online, but then you needed someone to pay for recordings, to pay for getting actually the pressing plant going, getting some artwork, which they kept it on a very low level. I think in Manchester at that time, it was also, I don't know, it was kind of a poor area, it was kind of derelict, and I think it gave like a new, like a new lease of life. There's bands playing, little clubs, and then recordings, and then there was, Joy Division in the beginning wasn't the big name at all, but there was more and more bands playing together. They all knew each other. They could have had the Smiths, they could have had other bands who, they went to another record label, but I think it's how they just define the city, and I lived in Manchester for a while, so I get it. People were proud to be in Manchester, because then you had Liverpool, who had a lot of, the little competition. They also had a lot of big names, big bands, Icon of Bunnyman, and so it was nice to have that little competition, but also be proud of your city, be proud of the bands. But like the guy who discovered the Happy Mondays, he used to have a clothing stand in one of the indoor markets, and whoever from the band gave this cassette to him, and he went like, cool, Happy Mondays. So, and he had a stand where they sold these big baggy pants, jeans. So that's how he got to know them. There you go, and that was still possible. Whereas now, try that with a big company. You can't give it, they'll just go like, yeah, I don't know, and also the nice thing with Factory, which was also what brought them down, they didn't have any contracts with the bands. They had maybe a contract where it was 50-50 per album, and only later on they made contracts for multiple albums. So once the album was gone, you got the money, and then the bands were just free to go, and they stayed. So they must have been happy to stay, because it was their kind of people.